On the Justice Court, the plaintiff, Williams Judge, is suing his neighbor for the refund of 2 million to 93,000 naira loan he gave him for a business deal.
All rise. Court in session. Honorable Judge Funmi Asaolu presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, this case is between Williams Judge and Godfrey Koko. That is.
Thank you, Eke. I'm Judge, so why are you here?
My neighbor here, he collected some loan from me until now he's around 400.
He took a loan from you. Loan of how much?
2,293,000.
Is that true? Yes. You took 2,200,000. When was that?
May 18th, 2018.
And when were you supposed to repay? To pay him back?
Your Honor, in period of 2 months, in period of a month and a week.
So what happened?
Actually, Your Honor, I used the money to raise a bank instrument. The bank instrument came out, but to my greatest surprise, that's the man that's supposed to supply us the product. He could not supply us.
Just
he now went and raised
Just a minute. How much did you say he took from you?
2,293,000.
And that was in 2018, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sometimes in March?
May.
And you are supposed to pay back within 6 weeks?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you have not paid up till now?
Yes, Your Honor.
So when do you want to pay?
Your Honor.
Because the bottom line is you allege you took a loan from him, you accepted you took that.
Yes.
So what is outstanding is, how do you pay him his money?
Your Honor, I don't have a specific time to pay. No, really, I don't have a specific time because the money that we use in raising the instrument, a bank instrument, it was an AGO deal. After raising the instrument, the bank sent all the details to the seller. The seller now came up, he now raised an APG, Advance Payment Guarantee. He now said we should raise the money in cash, which no company raises such amount in cash, 100 million naira. So that was how the issue went.
So how is that his own fault?
No, his own fault is that I'm going to pay him, but I don't have the money now.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So a fault is a fault on his part. I mean, he did something wrong by advancing that money to you.
No.
That's why you said his own fault is what?
I have it in mind to pay him his money.
There's nothing
but
like
due to one or two issues.
There's nothing like I have it in mind. Let me tell you, if you are owing, you are owing.
Yeah.
And you pay. Do you know what? Since 2018, you have not paid him.
Yeah.
It's easy to conclude that you intended to dupe him when you took that money, because you have not paid 10 kobo out of that money up till now. You want to tell me that in the past 2 years, you have not purchased anything for yourself? Not even 5 naira, not 20 naira, not 100 naira. Listen to me and don't interrupt me. And you still come here, you are now here again, and you are telling me that even after many years, 2018, that's 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, you are still saying you don't know when you are going to pay him. And you find that very easy to say.
The plaintiff and the defendant have reconciled and agreed that the total sum of all loans advanced is 2,293,000 naira. The plaintiff, Williams, being a good neighbor, supported Godfrey with loans to secure a bank instrument to execute a diesel purchase transaction. However, the diesel supplier demanded a 100 million naira cash payment despite the bank instrument secured for the transaction. The transaction was not successful. Williams is in court to demand for the payment of loans. Judge Funmi wades into this matter.
If you know yourself, you know you are owing him, or was it part of that business that you did?
He's part of it.
He's part of it. So the two of you invested the money together.
Yes.
He's supposed to have collected some returns on it.
Yes.
Let me see the agreement you signed. Let me see the agreement you signed.
This was one of it because I collected it half. The photocopy is with in your courtroom.
Yeah,
This is one of it, but the other one, they're about two.
Let me see the one you have. What I mean, well, just wait, just stay there. You don't seem to understand. You have an application for loan here.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Just wait. The two of you hold on. You said you are the above named person.
Yeah.
You are the director of so company,
Yeah.
Solar Energy Resources Limited.
Yeah.
And that they said Solar, that is, you're about to collect a loan from Mr. William George.
Yeah.
And this, you wish to obtain a loan of 500,000 naira only for a period of 1 month and 2 weeks, and to pay the interest of 500,000 naira as well.
That was the condition he gave to me.
Well, you accepted.
Yeah.
Why would you accept?
Accepted.
How much interest were you expecting on that your investment? You are borrowing 500,000 naira and you're ready to pay interest of within 6 weeks.
Yeah, after the deal,
Is the interest, were you calculating interest on the money that you brought to the court now?
At all.
The claim?
No.
There is no interest on it?
no, he's
Okay, so after this one, you took another loan again?
Yes.
yeah, it was twice.
That's 1 million naira then?
Yeah.
So how come the two of you are talking about
No,
2
there
million?
are some certain amounts that he paid me when I went to Abuja for 1 or 2 things. I paid into my account. That makes it the 2 points.
Okay, so in total, you took over 2 million naira.
Yeah.
Total. So how did you find yourself in this kind of bad investment? You didn't do your investigation very well. There was no due diligence on your part. Have you been doing this business before? This is your first time?
Yes, I did one for 5,000. I succeeded.
5,000?
deal, yeah.
5,000 metric tons.
Yeah.
And that was your first time?
That was my first time.
And this is the second time?
This is the second time.
The profit,
me and my crew went for 10,000.
The profit you made on the first one, why didn't you invest that one on this?
Then 1 or 2 spending. And we're much, so they shared it.
Well, let me have your repayment plan. You're not denying you are owing.
Yeah,
You're not
for
denying.
now, I'm still expecting some money to come into my account, but I don't know when the money will come in. So that was why I said I cannot specify. I don't want to be telling lies without.
Apparently, you've been telling him this for the past 2 years, 4 years.
Your Honor, although I took this case to several courts, but when they heard the big names involved, they were just backing off.
Which courts?
Excuse me. This one I went to the same, they were telling me this, but Kiamu said he's going to hand over the issue, but the amount is telling me to raise it's in a high side.
Who are you?
Just Kiamu was saying he can handle it.
Lawyer.
He can bring the director of that company that will raise the bank instrument. Everything went successfully.
You
But
said you've been to several courts.
yeah.
This, what I have here is appeal for legal assistance.
Yeah.
But the way you said when they heard the name, I thought you are suing somebody and somehow when people see the people you are suing, they back off. I mean, that's the impression you gave the court just now. But what I have here is appeal for legal assistance to Office of Public Defendants, to Department of Citizens' Rights. Oh.
This was the APG, the separate colonel letter sent to UBA, which UBA now gave to me, which they went to headquarters for confirmation. It was real, but nobody gives in cash. They now advise me that no, in any oil deal, Your Honor, they don't give cash.
That is why I told you from beginning. I said you did not investigate. Do you understand? You want to go into a business, you have to investigate, you educate yourself on it. How you look for people that have been doing it for years. Now, the issue is if you make any serious money, you know you don't have to invest into this again. It's only greed that will make you go back here. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you like, listen to me. If you like, don't. But I'm telling you the truth. That's not a business that you can go into when you cannot manage the finance. Do you understand? You know the financial implication of that? Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Understood, Your Honor.
So when you don't have that, don't go into it. You run into problem. Because you end up going around to take loans that will put you in this kind of problem that you have it. Do you understand again? Until you have your own money that you can gamble. You know, I didn't call it investment.
Yeah.
You are gambling with it. When you have the kind of money you know you can gamble with, then you just put some there. Do you understand me? And this is a business that you don't know much about. You took a loan of you're even lucky. You took a loan of 500,000 naira. You say you pay interest of 500,000 naira in 6 weeks. If you start calculating that from 2018 from now till now, do you know how much that will be? You understand that that doesn't make sense too. So I'm just giving you advice so that subsequently don't get carried away when they start mentioning big sum of money. Do you understand? There's nothing like, there's no free money anywhere. So how do you pay him?
I can be remitting 5,000 every month. That is what I can do now.
I want to put yourself in his shoes. And if somebody says that to you, what would be your reaction if you were not in the courtroom?
I'll feel bad. But, Your Honor, the issue is this on ground.
It's not about me. Talk to him.
There are about 3 of them.
I'm not concerned about others. He's the one. I'm only concerned about him.
There are some crew in Access Bank. That one is 10 million naira. So, yours is 2.293. No, that's the truth now. Will I be telling lies? It's documented here. Why did Daniel Kintade? That one is about 500,000 naira. So
because you are owing others, they
No,
cannot
no,
get
no.
paid.
No, for
I don't
for
understand the point you are trying to make.
the point
Because
I'm
you
trying
see,
to
let me
make,
tell you,
Your Honor.
let me
is
tell
this.
you something. Because your approach is stupid. I'll try stupid. You are owing somebody money and you are facing him arrogantly that I'm owing somebody else more than I owe you. And I owe you that. Do you understand?
I apologize, Your Honor, but that's the way I used to talk. Actually, I have had several discussions with Festus Kiamu's chamber, which they will invite the director of.
What has that got to do with the money?
No,
That's
no,
your
I'm
business.
going ahead. See
That
how
is,
I
look
can
at
fix it,
me.
Your Honor.
You don't seem to understand. That is between you and your lawyer.
Yeah.
Steps you want to take, things you want to do. It might materialize, it might not materialize. And it doesn't change the fact that you are still owing him.
Yeah.
It doesn't change the fact that you have to pay him. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you see, let me tell you something. You are owing. The money that you could use to offset part of what you are owing, I don't know, maybe you are paying a lawyer as well. So I don't know the wisdom that is in that, but you know better. So that is it. I'm just pulling your ears.
Mr. Williams, the issue is this on ground. Why I use the word 5,000 naira? Because there's means of the little contract I'm working on. They have that basic salary for me, 30,000 every month. So why I said you take 5K, then the rest I see I can because they stole my phone. A lot of things on me. I don't have much. I'll be giving you that. I know there are other deals. There's BG that I'm expecting. So when the BG comes, I believe I'm going to raise you more than that.
How many BG have you done between the time you are owing this money and now?
What I'm talking about, Your Honor, is this. There are some instruments they're about to raise.
He's not bothered about that. Just tell him when you want to pay. That is it.
That is why I use the word 5,000. To him, he look at is very low. But that is where I can start up from, Mr. Williams, because that's the only basic money I believe I'll be having every month. I can raise that and do one or two things with the rest. Since you said no, give me till now till December, when the bank instrument they want to give out, because there's some money they will give me to be fronting for some product. So that's what I can believe I can give.
Your matter is irredeemable without your BG. If there's anybody that, when he hears BG, should take 440 and run, is you. You are still embracing BG with the problem you have. It's just this one is just about 3 million naira. You use your mouth to mention another 10 million naira. I hope there's no interest on that 10 million naira.
No, that one is no interest.
Okay.
What I agreed.
And how do you pay that one off? So any little money you have now, you rather see throw it into BG than paying off all these people that you are owing. Because that's what you are telling me, tentatively.
No, man, not.
If you raise any money now, you rather invest in BG than to offset the money you are owing.
Your Honor, the one I mentioned for BG, they are accruing the bank. They are the one that I'm owing that 10 million. So for them, they've investigated me. They found out that there was nothing. My hands are clean. And how the transaction went wasn't my fault. But since I'm coming up with something reasonable through what Kiamo's chamber said, that was why they calmed down about the money. So that was why I said, okay, for him, I'm going to see how I can be. I'm still pleading. I've mentioned this. I now told him.
If you start paying 5,000 naira every month.
I told him to give him the company's share for 200,000 units of the shares. I should give it to him, the document.
You go and sell it and hand over the money. They didn't give you share certificate. You go and sell yourself. It's your own. You sell and pay off part of the money you are owing him. That's the way it should be.
Your Honor, but he said no, that share is down, is low. Was that?
So you know the value of the share too. That's what I'm saying. You go and sell it, turn it to cash. He gave you cash. Then when you bring the cash to him, you subtract it from the total sum that you are owing. That's the way it's done. It's not for him to take your share certificate to go and dispose. No.
No. He can't dispose it. They are brokers that will handle it, Your Honor.
What do you have to say? Conclude. I want to give my judgment.
Mr. Williams, please, just what I told you. Please, let's start with this. I believe before then, money is coming. I'm going to give you your money. I'm expecting money. I'm very sure of myself, what I'm telling you. Okay? Then you give me now till December. Then.
What are you saying?
You give me from now till December.
To pay how much?
I can come up with a reasonable amount.
How much? Mention the amount. It might be reasonable to you and be unreasonable to him. So you have to you just mention 5,000 naira because it sounds reasonable to you. And it's unreasonable to everybody in this courtroom. So the way your own brain works is different from everybody. So just mention what you consider reasonable.
100,000. No, 100,000. Why I said about, I know within that contract, like that kind of December, they have some amount that.
So if you pay 100,000 naira by December, when are you making the next payment and how much are you paying?
Ma, I cannot predict the amount that I'm going to pay then, Your Honor. I cannot predict it.
The defendant, Godfrey Ikoko, has been elusive and does not want to commit to a payment plan. Judge Fomi is not taking this. She rules after the break.
2,293,000.
Let's go.
Judgment for the plaintiff for the sum of 2,293,000 naira. The defendant is to pay the plaintiff the sum of 2,293,000 naira. Judgment for the plaintiff.
All right.
Thank you.
Have you been cheated or have a dispute and want justice? Don't take laws into your hands. Log on to www.thejusticecourt.com and submit your case.